This TradingView indicator predicts breakouts early. Today we are gonna look at how to find the indicator in TradingView, how to adjust the settings for better performance, and of course guys, how to use the indicator trading breakouts. I hope that sounds good, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. So first of all, we want to open up a clean chart in TradingView. Right now, I'm looking at gold on the 1 hour time frame. Now let's go ahead and open up the indicators. So we go up here to the indicators tab. And what we want to search for here is LTF, candlestick, or wait, maybe it's candle. Yes, so LTF, candle, and then insights. And the indicator we want to open is LTF Candle Insights by Sireman. And when you first open up the indicator, nothing might happen. And that is because we need to change the settings of the indicator. So what we do here is that we go up here to the upper left corner and we want to press the settings button. And the first setting is super important. This setting is called lower time frame candles. And you can see that we have a time frame setting and we have the amount of candles. What this time frame setting actually does is that it allows us to choose a time frame so that we can predict the breakouts earlier. And currently, remember, we are on the 1 hour time frame, and using a 1 minute time frame when we have the 1 hour as our main time frame is a bit overkill. So I'm gonna use the 5 minute here as the lower term time frame. And as for the amount of candles here, this is basically the amount of candles that the indicator will display. And since we are on the 1 hour time frame, how many 5 minutes candles can fit in 1 hour? Well, that is 12. 12 times 5 is 60. So that is basically why I'm gonna choose 12 as the amount of candles here. Next up, to make the indicator a bit easier to read, what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna change the color a bit of the indicator. So instead of red, I'm gonna use something like pink here. So I'm gonna use pink, and instead of green, I'm gonna use blue. This makes it so that the indicator clearly stands out from the normal price. The next setting we're gonna talk about is the range setting here. And if you want to, you can display the highest and lowest points of the actual trading candle. And you can also, with this setting, you can choose to display the middle of the range if you want to. And in my opinion, these are definitely settings that you can use. So if you want to, try them out. But for me, I think they can clutter this chart a bit here. So I'm actually gonna uncheck both of these settings so that we only see the candles. Next up, we have the location setting. And this setting is basically how far away from the normal candles will the lower time frame candles be. This is also, personal preference mostly, but I think that a good number here is 2. I also want to uncheck the show table right here, and now we are ready to press OK. So now, as you guys can see, multiple blue and pink candles has appeared here on the chart. And these are basically 5 minute candles that are inside the last 1 hour candle. So you can see here we have a 1 hour candle, and this is basically the short-term time frame of that candle. But now then, how do we actually use this indicator to trade breakouts? And more importantly, how can we use this indicator to get into breakouts early? Well, the very first step is of course that we need to find some sort of breakout structure. And here we have a super clear example. You can see that we have a strong impulsive move up followed by a pullback. You can see that this is a very clearly looking impulse move and pullback, or in other words, this is a clear looking bull flag. So we can mark the bull flag here by drawing 2 horizontal lines, one line like this, another line like this, something like that. And now let's play the price one step forward. On the next candle right here, you can see that the price is starting to break out. And for a detailed analysis of the price, you can see the 5 minute candles right here. But as you guys can see, this breakout so far is not really explosive. You can see that the price is slowly going up right here. And when we see a breakout, what we preferably want to see is some kind of very strong momentum towards the upside. So one could actually argue that this candle right here is a bit too weak to be a valid breakout. And another warning sign is that we actually have one high right here and yet another high right here. So we have a third potential resistance that we need to break through. And you can see that the last candle of this one, we are seeing some sellers coming in here. So for many reasons here, we might be able to find an even better entry. So now let's take a look at the next candle. And here we can see something very interesting. You can see that within this massive breakout, we got a very strong breakout right here. We actually have one candlestick that really stands out. If you take a look at this candle right here, you can see that this one has strong momentum towards the upside. And no surprise, this was actually the candle that broke the resistance. The 1 hour resistance was this candle right here. And what makes this indicator so useful is that we can look inside this candle and potentially entering the trade at this point right here. So we enter the trade within the 1 hour time frame because we can see the price action here on the shorter term time frame. One tool that can make your breakout trades even better is to really understand volume analysis. So if you guys have some time over today, I highly recommend all of you to watch this video about volume analysis next.